Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start of the weekend so far. I'm wishing you all a great weekend as well. Welcome to this new video right here on Hedera. We're going to do a full update right here. Hedera has been one of the strongest coins. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that, but it has been one of the strongest coins in the last week and a half. So just wanted to give you my thoughts on the current situation. Can we still rally up higher? Which, spoiler alert, yes, I do think that's most likely. But there are some things that I do think you need to be aware of with the price action right now for Hedera. And also, and I said this in my last video as well, but something I personally never like is when the technicals are doing very, very well, but the fundamentals are not. And with Hedera, that is the case, right? I mean, Hedera right here, as you can see, the TVL is growing. But the TVL is nowhere yet, or at least it's at like 60% of where it was early December. So that's that's something I don't like. That I see that as a bit of a bearish divergence, right? That basically means that the network has shrunk. Which is not great, but ultimately in crypto, especially in times like these, who cares about fundamentals? And there I was able to break above this key resistance level right here at 25 cents. So far, we've also been able to hold that as support, and I expect that to continue to be the case, all right? It is absolutely crucial, though, that we do hold that level as support, right? So then, let's say 24.5 cents is really the last support that we can hold and still technically remain bullish. So then the question is, and this is also a question you have to ask yourself, do you think it's most likely we're going to be able to do that? And for me, the answer to that is yes. So far, we've been able to get a very good reaction on that. We still have some major support down there. I think the general markets are very, very strong. Yes, there's a massive bearish divergence here, but sometimes in bullish market circumstances, you're going to have bearish divergences and it's not going to matter, right? I do think there's quite a lot of leverage, but honestly, like I said, I mean, there's quite a big buffer still. We can drop down into 24.5 cents and still technically be fine. And I would even go as far as saying that we can drop down into, well, no, that's a little bit low. Yeah, it is a possibility, right? So there is a possibility that we spike down all the way into 22 cents. It's quite deep, but it is a possibility, right? So that we just hold this, we get bad news, we spike down into that and reclaim it, right? If we do something like this, still fine as well. We're still holding 24.5 cents. I still think it's most likely we're going for that next target, which is right here between 32 and 33 cents. That is what I expect. But like I said, there is quite a lot of leverage in the price right now. We're losing some momentum, or at least we're seeing the first signs of momentum that's decreasing. It's the weekend right now. We're seeing some similar process with Bitcoin, which is also losing some momentum. So I think it is I think it's quite likely that we're going to consolidate a bit first, right? So that we will do something like this, and that's also where the possibility of doing something like this comes from. So that we have a deviation down, a bit of a bear trap, shorts are being opened, and then we massively reverse, and that's probably when we get that reclaim. After the fake out right here, that's probably the time that we actually rally up to the next target. So do I expect us to rally into that next target very, very soon? No. But do I think technically, structurally, and fundamentally, even though the fundamentals for Hedera specifically are not amazing, do I think that's most likely? Yes. So those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know about Hbar for now. I will keep you updated on this, especially when new momentum is getting into the markets. But for now, that's it. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.